Hey there, this is Dr. Mike Guerin from Foothills Chiropractic here in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. And we are finishing up our series on the Insight technology that we use here at Foothills Chiropractic. And we use the Insight to test our patient's nerve system function. The better the nerve system is functioning, the better that patient adapts and the healthier that patient is. It's a very simple relationship. The healthiest people are the ones that have the best nerve systems. There's no question about it. So, the third test that we go over with our patients is called thermography. And what thermography tells us is it measures skin temperature. So we use this little device called a rolling thermal scanner. And this thing rolls up the back, and there's little sensors here that pick up the temperature of the skin on both sides of the spine. What it tells us is that if there's more heat on one side of the spine versus the other, that tends to be a sign that there is irritation at the nerve root level. And those nerve roots will show up in different colors. So, we'd like to see mostly whites and really not too much on the white. We start seeing more whites and then we see greens and reds and blues. That is a sign that there is tension in the nervous system. And trust me, you don't want tension in the nervous system. It's bad for you. It's bad for your life. It's bad for your health. So when we do the thermal scan, it tells us a lot about what's going on with the patient's nervous system. And again, just like the other two tests, all three tests we monitor throughout care. And we should see these tests all start to trend in the right direction. When we see that, we know the patient's doing better. Whether they feel better or not is almost irrelevant. Most of them do by that time, but we know the patient's healthier and functioning better when we see that. So that's it. Those are the three tests that we do. The next step for you is, I urge you, if you are in the Greenville area, in the Travelers Rest area, I would urge you to think about getting your nerve system tested. Because you may be sitting there and you may have no pain whatsoever. But if your nerve system has stress in it, you're not as healthy as you can be. In fact, you're probably not healthy, period, if your nerve system has stress in it. You may be sitting here thinking, what about my kids? I know a few videos back, Dr. Mike, you mentioned that you saw a lot of kids. Well, we can do this test on kids. And when we do this test on kids, we'll see whether the nerve system's healthy or not. And I encourage you also to get your kids scanned as well. Makes sense. So anyways, thank you for watching. I totally appreciate it. And if you have any questions, look me up, www.trchiro.com. Check my website out. We've got awesome stuff on there. We have a lot of research studies out on our site. You can get all sorts of cool stuff. So I appreciate you watching, and we will talk to you soon. Peace.